Come with us on a Virgin Voyages cruise. We have been on many cruises, but this is our very first time sailing with this particular cruise line. First of all, let's check out where we will be staying for our 5-day cruise. We have these wristbands that identify us and double as our room key. The bathroom is actually very spacious. Typically, showers are too small for 2 people, but this one fit us both and had 2 different shower heads. It did have the toilet in its own room, but I won't hold that against them. I thought my blue matching set was fitting for the occasion. I also thought the aesthetic of the room was very fitting for the occasion. Super cute. Not all rooms have a balcony. You can get a cheaper room without one, but for us, it was a must. We spend a lot of time with the door open, just listening to the sounds of the ocean. Day 1 is Embarkation Day. I think it's pretty standard that everyone's first stop is always ice cream. It just always is. That's just how it is. I love that we didn't sail away until the later part of the evening because it did give us a chance to see Miami at night. And gosh, we loved this city, especially at night with all the lights, and it was a whole vibe. This is definitely not where the night ends though. In fact, this is where it just began for us. If you have followed our channel at all over the last 10 years, you know that we are complete spa junkies, and we have been needing a massage in the worst way for far too long. So what better way to kick off our cruise than with a sauna warm-up? Being able to watch the ocean from anywhere on the ship is so therapeutic. Just being able to look through these big, beautiful windows at the ocean passing by, nothing better. I thought the massage room was so beautiful. We chose to do a hot stone couples massage. Best decision we made the whole trip. Very relaxing and kind of set the mood for what the rest of the trip was going to be like for us. We ended night 1 by ordering some late night pizza, and the very best part of this whole trip was knowing that we did not have an agenda that we had to follow. Day 2 was spending the whole day at sea while the ship was just sailing away to our next destination. When you're cruising, you can feel each moment of your time doing things around the ship, but we chose to be as chill as possible this go around. We didn't want to do anything but relax. We found our favorite food item right away, which was the Thai curry noodle bowl. We ate this every single day. We did find a teeter-totter that at first seemed like it was out of place, but then we got on and played and realized that thing was exactly where it needed to be. It was so fun, but it totally needed to be taller. On a cruise, the food is all-inclusive, so naturally we needed to try out all of the food options and continue to roam the ship a little bit more. Each cabin had a tablet that controlled the air, the lights, and the TV, and even had a cinematic mode that automatically closed your curtains. On day 3, we woke up in Costa Maya. You do not have to get off the ship at the ports, but you certainly can. You have the option to do excursions, which typically we are all over, but we chose not to on this trip. Since the ship is a little more quiet on port days, with everyone off the ship, we took advantage of the spa again. Have you ever heard of or done hydrotherapy? It's our favorite. We started in the salt room. Inhaling salt particles can help with lung function, reduce inflammation, soothe skin, and eases tight muscles. We met a nice couple in there and had a nice little chat. Then we did a cold plunge. The water was pretty dang cold, especially after a nice hot steam room. I'm not proud of the way I handled it, but I at least did it. The benefits are improved circulation, metabolism, and apparently helps with mood. My body definitely felt better once I got out. Then we headed back into an aroma steam room. Absolute heaven. It was stunning. It was warm. We sweated it out, had nice chats about what our plans were when we were going to get home, how we wanted to improve ourselves. You know, all the kind of conversations we have as we approach the age of 40. That sounds absolutely insane to say, but it's true. We're almost 40. I definitely liked this version of the cold plunge because we got to stay inside this amazing steam room. It felt good to breathe in the warm steam, but douse yourself with the super cold water. We definitely made sure to drink plenty of water so that we stayed hydrated and feeling good. Then on to another sauna. This is one of my least favorite saunas because it's a dry sauna, and I just can't take the dry, hot heat for very long, which is ironic coming from me because I live in Utah. Dry, hot, heat. Sound familiar? I definitely did much better the second round of the cold plunge. Here is what I read online about hot and cold water immersion therapy. Supposedly, it increases range of motion, reduces muscle damage, spasm, inflammation, and soreness. A decrease in the perception of fatigue, which I thought was interesting that they said the perception of, because a lot of times when you read it just says that it helps with fatigue. Lastly, we prepared to go in the mud room by slathering our bodies in this mud. It definitely smelled good. The mud smelled good. And it was supposed to really hydrate your skin. It felt really nice. We were shocked that this whole process took us almost 3 hours. It did not seem like it. We felt so good after going back and forth between the hot and cold. We didn't even realize the time that was passing. Once we were both mud covered, we sat in our last and final steam room, just really marinating in the mud. Naturally, we built up a nice appetite, and since we did so many good things for our bodies in the spa, we chose to fuel our bodies with only the most healthiest of choices. We stayed up as late as we could every single night, and we slept in as late as we could every single morning, and it was exactly what we wanted and needed. On day 4, we woke up in Cozumel, which is an island in the Caribbean Sea. We got off the ship briefly and walked around the shops, then got right back on the ship. We found some yummy pastries and a quiet location overlooking the island, and we really just enjoyed conversation, food, the warm air, just kind of took it in. That night we got in the hot tub as the ship was leaving the island, and the weather turned so fast. We endured it for as long as we could. We outlasted everybody though. Everybody went in as soon as it started sprinkling. We held our ground. On the 5th and last day of the cruise, we woke up at sea. Up to this point, we hadn't just laid in the sun. The conditions were perfect outside, so we knew that's exactly how we wanted to spend our last day, just basking in the sun. But lathered in sunscreen, of course. We have learned from our past uncaring selves, and we've had some skin cancer and pre-cancer to show for it, so wear your sunscreen, everybody, and make sure to get your yearly skin checks done. I am so grateful that my husband is my best friend. I love doing anything and everything with this guy right here. This was actually a really cool part of the day. The captain came on the speaker and had us all go out to the deck. We waited until we passed another Virgin Voyages ship, which I guess doesn't happen too often. That kind of seems surprising, but that's what they said. These two ships have never met out in the wild, so as we passed, they blared their horns at each other, and we all cheered, and it was kind of fun. Knowing that this was our last sunset of the trip, we really took it in. We thoroughly enjoyed our time together, regrouping, but we missed our kids like crazy, and we were so excited to get back to them. Thank you guys so much for watching this travel vlog. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to our channel, feel free to subscribe. I will have all of our other travel vlogs linked in a playlist in the description below. We love you, and we'll see you all in our next video. Bye, guys.